Yeah, welcome to today's edition of The Power of Love. Today's edition is going to be so amazing. Yeah, it's going to be amazing because I know it's going to set someone there, or most of you out there, on their path, on your path to greatness. Yes, because love stirs up innovation of great things. Love stirs up discovering of new ways of living, which if any one of you out there will choose to begin to live in love, you begin to discover new ways of living, begin to discover great things that very soon the world will not do without you. Look at the life of someone like Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook. How did he come about that innovation? How did he come about that idea? He was thinking of a way to connect with his friends. And what came out was Facebook, which the whole world is celebrating today. And he's one of the greatest men living on the planet Earth today. Think about someone like Thomas Edison, who founded electricity. He was thinking of how to make sure that people don't stay in darkness. And what came out of it was electricity, which every one of us is enjoying today. That is what love can do. Love stirs up innovation of great things, wonderful thing, marvelous thing. As far as you are thinking of touching life, as far as you are thinking of how to make the world a better place, before you know, great ideas will come, and those ideas are going to make you great, are going to touch life, and going to make you be that which God has called you to be in life. Look at the life of Bill Gates and his friend Paul Allen. I got to know that they were childhood friends. And I want to say at this juncture that how many of us still keep contact with our childhood friends? How many of us still have what we call childhood friends? You can see what came out of these great friends, because they thought of what they would do to bring the world closer. And that was how they discovered and founded Microsoft. Today, if you choose to live in love, before you know it, you discover things that will make you a sought after man, a sought after woman, a man that the world will be looking forward to see, to hear from anytime. Look at it today. I have my book published, Do Not Lose Your Friend. It's selling all over the world on Amazon.com. How did this book come to be? How did it come to play? See, I've always been someone who think of how to touch people, how to touch life, how to impact life, and I've been doing that in the little way I can. But as I was growing, every day the demands were increasing and increasing on every side, and I began to think, Lord, how will I be able to meet up with this demand? And I was thinking about it. I know certainly that I can't do it with salary job. And as I was thinking about it, the Holy Spirit said, put your way of life into book. And as you sell it, you'll be able to get money to take care of those needs that keep rising and multiplying every day. And I put this book down, and it's selling worldwide. And I and my wife, we agreed that every sales from this book goes to a dedicated account, which we are keeping aside to touch life, to change situation in the life of people. And God has been helping us to do that. Now, when I was thinking about writing this book, I was not thinking of being a celebrity. I was not thinking of being a rich man. I was just thinking of how to touch lives. And after publishing the book, so many ideas began to come. Why? Because I was thinking about touching lives. I was thinking about how to change the world to make it a better place for so many people out there. So many ideas began to come. And when I go to places, people began to run to me. They want to take pictures with me. They want to have my contact. And suddenly I became a celebrity. Why? Because I was thinking of how to touch life in love. That is what love can do for you. And not just that, ideas of other books began to come. And today, I'm happy to introduce to you my second book, The Divided Church, An Irony of the Truth. Both books are available on Amazon.com. And as I've said earlier, every sales from this book go to a dedicated account, which we have set aside to touch lives around the world. Same thing with you today. If you choose to live a life of love, you begin to discover things, ways on how you can achieve it, especially when you are thinking about touching life, when you are thinking about touching the life of people. You are not selfish about it. You are thinking about people out there, how you can change their life, how you can transform them in love, and ideas will begin to come. And most times, these ideas become so great that the world cannot do without them. So if you choose to live in love today, very soon you become that man, that woman that the world cannot do without. And again, I want to introduce this to you, 1,000 Kings, coming up in Birmingham in January 2019. See, this event was set up by love. It was set up because love was speaking through the founder, Samuel Leeds. Samuel Leeds is a multi-millionaire property investor in the United Kingdom, and he started this program, 20 Kings Christian Business Network, and today is the largest Christian business network in the United Kingdom, which I happen to be a member of that. I was able to get this done because I joined 20 Kings. It was through 20 Kings I got the knowledge, the ideas, the contacts, and the tools that I needed to put this to play. That is what love can do. The love of the man Samuel Leeds has helped me to be what I am today. And same thing I am putting out to you out there to make you who you ought to be as well. So I look forward to you living in love and discovering great things. Let those innovations begin to come. Let those discoveries begin to roll out. And that is the only way you can become great, and people will not be able to do without you. That is what love can do.